Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. I believe many people already know about the ban from the United States, but in fact, in addition to China, Russia has also been blocked by the United States and other Western countries. After the outbreak of the Russian-Ukrainian war, the United States and Western countries imposed a comprehensive blockade on Russia, from daily necessities to food. Compared with the rapid development of Chinese chips, Russia is lagging behind in chip manufacturing. It has neither a complete chip industry chain nor sufficient chip production capacity. More importantly, it needs to rely on foreign forces in chip design, packaging, chip manufacturing and other links. After being fully blocked by the United States and Western countries, Russia began a large-scale blockade of the domestic chip semiconductor industry and a comprehensive ban on chips and semiconductor products imported from China. Figures released by Russia show that 89% of the chips produced in Russia in 2022 were imported from China, while less than 5% were imported from other countries. Chinese companies issued 53% and 80% of semiconductor materials respectively. From this figure alone, it can be seen that most of Russia's chip manufacturing technology, equipment and materials are imported from China. Apart from China, only South Korea exported 29% of semiconductor equipment to Russia, while other countries accounted for less than 5% of the Russian market. It can be said that Russia does not have many chips, on the one hand, because of the reduction in imports, and on the other hand, because Russia needs to buy chips from Western countries such as the United States. So the prices of Russian chips and various materials and equipment are more than twice as much as before. Russia imported $1.7 billion worth of chips from around the world in 2021, but only $800 million in 2022. Although the number of imported chips is rapidly decreasing, with the acceleration of the domestic localization process, the country has been able to produce a large number of chips, while Russia cannot import chips from abroad because of sanctions. If Russia's rising chip prices are taken into account, the number of chips that Russia can get in 2022 will be 1/4 less than in 2021. This is a huge blow to many industries in Russia. Not only are there shortages of electronic products, such as mobile phones and computers, but even emerging industries, such as artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things have also been hit hard. The most critical point is that Russian home appliances no longer need chips, which means that Russia is not out of high-end chips, but out of them. If this is the case, Russia will have to turn to Chinese chips. Chinese chips are developing very fast, especially in mature technology, production capacity, yield rate and process specifications, and have made great progress. The most important point is that Chinese chips have gone abroad, not only Russian companies, but also many companies in the United States and Europe are using Chinese chips in large quantities. In fact, China's core capabilities can easily meet the needs of the Russian market, but it is precisely for this reason that the United States, the European Union, and other Western countries have asked China not to ship chips to Russia. Prior to this, foreign media also stated that if China continues to export chips to Russia, the U.S. chip ban will be further expanded. U.S. national security expert Sullivan also called on China to suspend the export of high-end chips to Russia and prohibit Chinese and Russian companies from cooperating in the research and development of high-end chips. It can be easily judged from the above news that China will ship a large number of chips to Russia to meet Russia's needs in all aspects. Therefore, whether it is the United States or the West, the chip embargo on Russia has basically become meaningless, which is why the United States and the West have been trying their best to obstruct China-Russia cooperation in the semiconductor field. Today, with the booming development of emerging industries such as artificial intelligence, new energy vehicles, and the Internet of Things, chips are becoming more and more important. There is no doubt that the United States not only hopes that China, but also China's chips can be exported to Russia. This approach will not work. Whether it is the blockade of chips by the United States, or the blockade of the Russian market by Europe and the United States, they are reminding China of the importance of core technology. The reason why Russia is targeted by the United States, the West and other countries, is that the chip industry cannot meet the needs of the domestic market. So this situation will occur. At present, although the development speed of China's core is very fast, it is still far from meeting the requirements of the Chinese market. This also shows that the research and development of China's core is far from being completed. In order not to let its neck hang on its head all the time, the country must accelerate the development of the chip industry, and at the same time increase the research and development efforts in related fields.